His architecture would vary from area to area. He designed houses keeping in mind the climatic conditions of the area. Also, he believed that every architect should be very well aware of even the smallest of the jobs relating to building the houses. Baker worked like a head mason himself, who was actively involved in every stage of construction.
He always wanted to tell others to learn things or do training, on-the-job training, not do training in the classrooms, and do the training in the site and interact with masons and learn it. And also if they senior craftsman, we can learn many things from that craftsman itself, not only from the architect. They can learn many things from the craftsman. That is his. Then only we can club the academic whatever we learn from the classroom and in the field. We can club it. And also he wanted us to learn how to lay bricks, how to the proper workman, that proper work, brick masonry, rubble masonry, plastering. Then only we will be able to teach others how to do it properly. That was his. And also what I understood is, without knowing these materials, it will be very difficult to design.
The brick jalis in place of windows would provide proper ventilation and light at lower cost. Other distinctive elements of Baker architecture are the brick traps and pillar slab roofs. Arches, jalis, frameless doors and windows have always been part of Indian architecture. Baker rediscovered their use. Thus, Baker's architecture is a true manifestation of Indian philosophy. Baker had one single purpose: to create a beautiful and durable building using the minimum possible quantity of material.
One of the most talked about of his technology is the rat trap bond. So it is nothing but utilization of the same material, but he used it in such a manner, the bond, with the result that it uses less of bricks, but at the same time it is as strong as a full brick length wall. He has perfected in terms of the uses of material, local materials or materials which are locally available, and also improved on the technology. That is a good thing, because after all, in India, it is still what you call labor isn't available in plenty. So he used that one in the most effective manner, with the result that the laborers which are working in the sort of our Laurie Baker's works, they are more productive. So that way he's improved even the capacity of a labor. So that is also a big achievement, that how do you optimize our labor? So that is done also in his work.
Baker architecture today is not just limited to Kerala, but spans across India. While most people think of slums as a blot on the city landscape, Mr. Baker thought otherwise. Slum dwellers, according to him, are an integral part of the city life, and they have to be given space there itself. What needs to be done is to provide proper housing to them. Chankanchula is one such area in the heart of Trivandrum. Right in the center of Trivandrum city is an area that was once a slum. Baker's magical fingers touched it and transformed it into a decent dwelling for the poor. Chankanchula has no broken houses, no roofs made of plastic, and no dirty surroundings. It has been built at a very low cost. Each building in the area houses 10 families. There is proper provision of natural lighting and the rooms are airy. The surroundings too are properly built.
The Jungle Chula project, it's a slum in Trivandrum. So, he has always looked at, mass building. He doesn't believe in these rows of houses like that, where you have a sort of stereotype thing, going parallel housing and things like that. Because basically every human being is interested in his own privacy, to have his own little house and things like that. So even if it is for mass building, what he did was, to provide that maximum privacy for each family. So on that concept, the conventional slum building, of building houses in rows or something like that, was never his idea of, rehabilitation of any of these kind of things. So what he did was he built sort of cottages and houses scattered here and there, so that they become more attractive and livable. Finding out from the people how they live. Do they have cows, or where do they? If you just give them a square box like that, of course, ultimately they have their cattle and things like that. So all these things have to be taken into consideration. So basically, find out how these people live, and then according to that you build them houses. Otherwise they won't move into the modern structure which we are building for them.
He was always concerned about the poor. He felt that in a country like India, where majority do not have roof over their heads, it is important to build houses that are cost effective.
He believes that there should be a mixture of people in the city, then only we can survive. Then not only the slum people, the others also. Because without support from these lower class people, how can the upper class people live? That is one concern. And the other one is, if we are evacuated them from the present area, and if we put them in the little far away, then their workplace and their livelihood is based on the city activities. They have to travel, which may not be able to do that. Then also another thing is, if there is a slum, there will be definitely enough space to accommodate those people with the comfortably. Also, he was against to take over the land by the slum people. Like slum people means the slum land, he is against to take over that land by the government. That land has to be reserved for slum people. And also he made a booklet on that, how to improve slums, like how to make it order. And also, because many slum people are rely on doing their own work at their home, even basket weavers like that. Then he tried to incorporate their workplace also along with their house. He tried to incorporate open spaces for them, even if it is a multi-storied building. You can see the example of that that building at Jungle Chula. Every household got a small place, sit out, not a small, almost the same area of their house. Even if it is upstairs, they are leaving a small open terrace for them, which they can talk, which they can enjoy the openness of the city.
Mr. Laurie Baker's work is today carried on by the organization COSFERD, or Center of Science and Technology for Rural Development. COSFERD is a voluntary organization that provides technical assistance for rural development. The organization COSFERD was founded in 1984 when Baker came together with D.R. Chandradutt, K.N. Raj and former Chief Minister of the State Achyuta Menon.